Hi, this is Pat and Bonnie at the Pat Bolger Real Estate Group. I'm Pat. This is Bonnie, by the way, in case there's any questions. Say, listen, what we want to talk about today is, well, we wanted to brag a little bit, I guess, you know, and right.
You got bragging rights, Pat.
Exactly. We just recently sold a home on 628 North Lake Road on Lac La Belle.
Yeah.
It was a big green Victorian home, beautiful home, and a lot of people have been asking about it because it was a highly visible home and it was on the market for a long time. So people would say, like, "Oh my God, Pat, you finally sold that house."
Yeah.
So, well, the fact is
you
that
did.
Right, we did. It's just a wonderful home. It was a wonderful couple, Dick and Mary Jane, who became dear friends of ours.
Yeah.
And they had this home for 40 some years, and they did lovely restored it. They did a wonderful job, and the home was just in immaculate condition. And quite frankly, they turned down a lot of offers, you know, on the home
Along the way,
Yeah,
right?
Yes, yeah, they could have sold it many times, and you know, maybe they should have, maybe they didn't. Who knows? I always think that the home goes to the right person. You know, homes are sort of like a spiritual thing. They're supposed meant to be, and so I think, and definitely did. The people that bought it, they just love it. They're wonderful people too, and they just love everything about it. They adore it, and the home's going to be perfect for them. And that was important to Dick and Mary Jane. But sometimes we talk about it is. You know, when we sell home, I always tell people, it's your money, it's not my money. My job is to bring you offers and to sell the house for you, to market the home and to sell the house for you, not to tell you what price to take it. Now, we always like to tell you, of course, you know, what we think it's going to sell for. And I think that's, an honest opinion because, you know, but oftentimes I'm surprised. So it was this case with Dick and Mary Jane. A true success story is they ended up ultimately selling the home, and people thought there must be something wrong with it, that it wasn't something, and that wasn't the case. They just simply didn't find an offer they liked. But anyway, so we want to start off this show with the good news that that 628 Lake Drive sold, and a lot of people too. It sold for $1,100,000, which is, I think, a very good price for the home. You know, it's a fair price. You know, I think a really good offer sometimes or deal is when the seller thinks they sold it too cheap and the buyer thinks they paid too much, and you know, they both came together and they make a deal, and that's what happened here. Then I want to just talk about some other sales because we're selling a lot of homes lately. Things have been very good, and we're selling a lot of homes. So we had another home we sold out on Genesee Lake, and that sold for $3 million. You know,
earlier this year.
Yeah, earlier this year. Yeah, well, recently.
Recently,
I mean,
okay.
You know, recent sale. Then we sold one out on South Shore Drive on Eagle Springs Lake. Beautiful Jeff Horwath home, sold for $1,475,000. Been on the market with a couple other agents. Couldn't sell it. We sold it. We did sell then one on Mary Lane on Lac La Belle. Again, beautiful home. Sold in just 2 days for $1,300,000. Fairview Road out on Economox Lake. We did listed a house out there on Fairview, and we sold that for $1,150,000 in just 21 days. And again, that was another one where people said, "Geez, Pat, that's way overpriced. You know, should have been under $1 million, and we got $1.2 million for it." You know. Then we had another home in Bristol Cone Pine over on Cedar Bend Road. Another wonderful couple, Lloyd and Jean, and they had this house on the market for a couple years with an agent, and we sold it in 14 days for $1,050,000.
Beautiful.
You know, congratulations. Yes, and they just wonderful. Another home over in Delafield, Yorkshire Terrace. We just sold that one for $975,000. This one had a 20-car garage, you know. So
and the person's a car lover, right? Too, who bought it, so it makes sense.
They did. Yes. Then we sold a nice home on Baythorn Road in Brookfield for $894,000. A big, beautiful home. One of the nicest homes we had is 6,200 square feet. Then on Wisconsin on Akachi Lake, we just closed on this one, $880,000. Yeah, that was a nice house too, don't you think?
Yes.
Then over in Merchants Platte on Lac La Belle, we had a nice home for Beth and Bill, you know, and we sold that one for $900,000. And again, that was another one people kept telling us we were way overpriced. Oh, you'll never get that. You know, they were telling us, I think it was like high sixes or low sevens. And we got $900,000 and worth every penny of it. One of the nicest furnitures on the lake. Graywood for Ron over in Delafield, $867, and Arbors. I mean, you know, we're selling a lot of homes. Here's another one that was on the market, literally with every agent in the world. This one is on, it was in the Legends over in Wales, the Legends of Brandy book.
Yes.
Literally, these poor people had the house on the market for, I think, since like 2010, and they had a list of names of every realtor in the world. We sold it in 38 days for $750,000. They think the world of us, by the way. So then we have another one, a condo. This is an interesting house.
Good. This is a good story.
I love this story because a nice condo in Delafield, and everything in there was selling in the 400,000, 450,000, and for whatever reason, there's a couple of people who are related to realtors that live in there. I mean, like one of them is my sister, another one is mother or something like that.
Yeah.
And then a realtor himself is in there.
Oh.
Yeah. So we listed this home for $725,000 and got a call from the realtor that lives in there saying, I saw that and I started laughing. I thought you couldn't be serious. It's a joke. Blah, blah, blah. No, he lives in the building, right? So anyway.
You think he'd want it to be that, right?
Exactly, yeah. So anyway, we sold it for 35% more than everybody thought we would, So we sold it for $675,000, and it closed and stuff. And he told me he'd buy me a bottle of scotch. He never came through with it, So he said, "I'll buy you a bottle of expensive scotch if you ever sell it." Well, I never got it. But anyway,
I took it.
Yeah, thank you. So and then over here for just another one for really nice people, Tim and Jamie. We sold a house over there, and there's in Maywalk in Heartland, and that was a really nice house. Really nice swimming pool, $565,000. Road J and Akachi Lake, boy, that was nice for Barb and Jeff, $525,000. Lake Keesis, we sold a home over there, $475,000. On Upper Eagle Springs Lake, we sold a really nice house in there, and that went for $560,000. And you can imagine that one went in 2 days, for $560,000, and in fact, they were asking $545,000, and the people paid $560,000. So a really nice house. We sold one over in Merchants Plot for $395,000. And then we have another condo we sold. Yeah. I want to tell you about this one too, because this is a condo here in Oconomowoc, and we listed all the stuff in there was selling for $200,000 to $225,000. Right. Beautiful. These are 1,600 square foot condos, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and
slip.
And they can come with a bolt slip if you want it, right? So they're on the lake. You got to remember that they're on the lake. So they came to us. They were asking. We saw a couple of sold for $225,000. Geez, and I thought to myself, you can't buy even a little ranch nowadays for $225,000. That is so. We said let's ask $275,000. And of course, boy, I got hate mail. Everybody, are you crazy? What whatever.
Crazy
so
mail.
The house next door to people had sold for $225,000. It was right next door, same size, same view, same everything, right? $225,000. And I go, Christ, and I think I was an appraiser too, a real estate / appraiser. You think, well, didn't they even think about the market's changing? So we sold it for $275,000. And you think you'd get a thank you note, right? For all the people in the building. But at least you thought, well, now we've changed the market. Well, I just saw yesterday some agent, and they're listed a unit in that complex for $225,000. What did they do? Ignore the one we just sold for $275,000.
That makes sense.
Make sense. Yeah. Then people always say we don't sell any lesser priced homes, and here's one that we sold, for $266,000, and another that we sold for $270,000. So I think that's like 20 some houses that we just recently sold, and most of them we sold, for quickly and for more money than people thought. They're very happy.
Many of them we brought to buyers as well.
Well, yes, a lot of times too is we do what we call like double pop is we sell a lot of our own listings because we advertise and we promote so much. So anyway, here we are, and the market's steaming hot still. Now I think what are we in October? October, November is coming up. I don't know when we're going to air this. Depends on Matt. You know how he is. He travels now. Good luck. God forbid he works a little bit, right? In between his travels. So anyway, we're in a really good state. It used to be so much is that the market was so weather driven, and it's just not anymore. I mean, I sold more lake homes this January than I ever have in my life. And things, and more lake homes sell in September, October, November than they ever since the crash. And it used to be back in the old days. We used to pack the houses up in September and say there's no way. But I'm not just talking about lake homes. Everything sells now. People aren't so it's not so weather driven anymore. I mean, they're going to sell. They're going to buy homes in January, February, March, whatever. Yeah. But they're definitely selling or buying houses right now. The market is still hot. If you're thinking about selling a home, really give us a call, because we're looking for inventory. We used to always carry about 30 to 40 houses, right? And I guess you could say maybe, at least half of them probably weren't going to sell that year because the market was tough. Now we're down to, we're probably keeping about 15 to 20 houses, but everything's going to sell. So it's just, the market's much different. So anyway, and I want to thank all you people for watching, all the feedback we've been getting lately. It's been incredible, and we really appreciate it. And Bonnie, got anything to say?
No, you said it all. Wrapped it up.
Boy, did I told you I was going to boast and brag a little bit, and I didn't let you down, did I? This is Pat and Bonnie. Hey, if you're thinking about buying or selling a house, please give us a call. We're #1 on Lake Country for a reason. Anyway, Pat and Bonnie with the Pat Bolger Realty Group. Thanks for watching.